In today's video, I'm going to teach you a surprising secret tip that you can do to stop cervicogenic dizziness and vertigo when you're lying back in bed at night. If you've ever been that person where you go to lay back down at night, you hit that pillow, and wow, you start to feel dizzy and you start to spin, this video was made for you. Well, welcome back to another episode of Physio Tips with Mauro. I'm your host, Mauro Burnett. I'm a physical therapist and the owner of Australian Physiotherapy Specialist Physical Therapy Center here located in Jacksonville, Florida. Over my 24-year career, now that we just clicked into 2025, I've been treating cervicogenic dizziness and cervicogenic headaches for most of my career. Over that time span, I've been able to help thousands of patients improve with decreasing their symptoms, improving their function, improving their strength, and living life without headaches and dizziness. So for today's episode, I wanted to share with you a little secret on why you might feel dizzy when you lie back in bed if you have cervicogenic dizziness. I'll take a moment before we get into the secret and the exercise that I'm going to show you and kind of mention a little bit about what is cervicogenic dizziness. Cervicogenic dizziness is a dizziness or disequilibrium that can kick off from pain at the upper neck, the base of the head. If you get pain at the upper neck, it can disrupt nerve receptors embedded in the muscle tissue there called proprioceptors. Proprioceptors are sensory receptors that are embedded into our muscles and our ligaments, especially into the upper neck. The muscles that crisscross the upper neck, super dense with these proprioceptive nerves. Some studies would say 200 plus proprioceptive nerves per gram of muscle tissue. When proprioceptors are working properly, that's how we can close our eyes and touch our nose, because we have this position sense awareness of where our body's at in space. So proprioception is a pretty important thing. Pain alters proprioception, and that plays a big problem when it comes to dizziness and disequilibrium and just feeling off. Your vestibular system, that system between the ear and the brain that helps us feel balanced, it needs that proprioceptive information so that we can feel like we're standing upright with good posture and we're not dizzy. Some people will think of the balance system into three parts. We've got the ear and the brain working together. We've got vision. That's pretty important. That's why if you're in a dark room, you feel a little off balanced, or if you close your eyes and you're standing on one leg, you can feel off balance. And we need that proprioception. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a scenario where maybe you're lying back and you get dizzy. If you have tightness in the joints of your upper neck and you go to lie back onto your bed, when you go to lie back, your neck has to go into extension. You also have to have the strength in the neck to lower a 10 or 11 pound head back onto your pillow appropriately. So the secret to why you might get dizzy when you're laying back could be either the joints at the upper neck are restricted and you're missing that last bit of cervical extension at the top of your neck. We call that capital extension. Or if you don't have the strength and control to lower your head back onto the pillow. So let's address the first issue. If you have tightness when you go to look up, and you can assess yourself, go to look up if you feel dizzy or if you feel tight at the base of the head, let's look at an exercise that can immediately improve that tightness and get you feeling better lying back. All right, for our first exercise to help improve your upper neck extension so you can lie back on your bed, we're going to use what's called a Mulligan cervical strap. Brian Mulligan was a famous therapist from New Zealand. He had some wonderful techniques on how to help the neck, especially the upper neck. And this is a great technique. What I'm going to do, if I take my hand and I run it down the back of my skull, right? I run it down the back of my skull until I get to the very end of my skull. That's going to be my first cervical vertebra, C1. If I go down about 1 finger's width below the skull, you'll feel kind of a big bump right there. That prominent vertebra, about a finger's width below your skull, is going to be the C2 vertebra. So that's where I'm going to place the strap, right at the C2 vertebra. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not pulling too forcefully in this direction. I'm just kind of stabilizing. And then I'm going to look up and the strap's going to come up with me as far as I can comfortably without tightness, pain, dizziness, etc. If this is the first time that you've ever done this, Sometimes it's a good idea to maybe just do 2 reps at first and then reassess and see how you feel. If you were dizzy prior, now you look up again. Okay, I've got a little bit better extension. It doesn't feel as tight. I'm less dizzy. That was a success. You could do as many as 6 reps per session. If you've done the 6 reps, reassess and see how you feel. If you noticed lying down on your pillow made you a bit dizzy, I had a patient today that I treated in my clinic, lying down on one of our tables, made him feel dizzy, and he had this circular eye motion going on, nystagmus. We did this technique. He laid back onto the bed right after the technique, immediately had massive reduction in dizziness, and there was no more rotary eye movement after we did this technique. His instructions were try this a couple times a day over the weekend, and we're going to get back next week and we're going to see how he's doing. But he was pleased to have the big reduction in the dizziness, and I was pleased to see that nystagmus go away. Okay, let's get into our exercise number 2, and we're going to address strength loss in the front of the neck, and I'll show you an exercise how to make that better. Our second exercise is going to be an exercise to strengthen the deep neck flexors in the front of your neck. Studies show if your neck's been sore for a while, it's going to take a lot of strength and endurance away from those muscles. One study looked at 200 people that had been in a car accident and hurt their neck. They compared that group to a group of people that didn't have an accident, didn't have headaches, didn't have neck pain. What they found was the group with neck pain were 50 to 75% weaker in the front of the neck. So we need that strength, especially when you're laying back in bed. The muscles have to control the weight of the head as you go back onto your pillow. So here's a nice little tip. You go up a little bit as far as you can comfortably, keep it pain-free, go at a nice pace, and we're going to try this maybe 10 reps. The neck flexors elongate, we call that the eccentric contraction, and then they shorten when they bring you back down. That's a concentric contraction, and that's a nice workout. Get to where you could do 2 or 3 sets of 10. It's a great exercise to do twice a day. If you can do twice a day, maybe why not 3 times a day? The faster you get that strength and control back, you're going to notice you can look up better with less dizziness, less pain, and you should start to be able to lie back in your bed with less dizziness and less vertigo. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. That's our 2 tips on how to get less dizziness when laying back in bed. Remember to subscribe to our channel to receive more videos like this in the future. It's goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time on Physio Tips with Mauro.